Hey, it's the Narrative Nerd here. Sorry I've been away so long, but I had COVID after I went to a convention in London. It was inevitable. Still worth it, I think, even though we did get COVID, because I learnt a lot about storytelling and things, so yay, good times. I actually wanted to make a video because a lot has been happening. Obviously, you know, I got sick, so therefore, what did I have time to do? Look at doll websites, hurrah! I actually think I need to hold Zephyr for this because look at him, he's gorgeous. Zephyr, yeah, I love this doll. Oh, I love him so much. Right. So, I don't even know where to begin. I mean, like, if you look in the background, you can already see a new addition to my family. This is a Dream of Doll Camine that I got from Instagram and a lovely seller on there. I have done a video for the box opening, which I will hopefully post up here soon. So look out for that one. But yeah, I guess I should start off by saying that I've basically gone DOD mad, which is dumb because, you know, Dream of Doll is gone. So, you know, what? Just that's dumb. That's so dumb. I kind of, do you know what? I cannot even speak today. I am so sorry. Like, I'm still getting over the COVID thing, so my head is all over the place. But yeah, basically, what happened? I have been thinking about selling Quinn for a while, my Be Yours Ceiba, the girl with the blue hair, because she doesn't like me. She doesn't like it here. She's not a happy bunny. And her and Raven, who are in a relationship, or rather were in a relationship, have not really gelled the way that I initially thought they did. You know, I think it might actually be one of those things where they've actually grown apart as people, like an actual natural kind of relationship dissolution. Wait, no, is that monasteries? Oh, what is wrong with me? Anyway, so I was not looking for someone to replace Quinn, because Raven is like an independent person. She can be all by herself and stuff, but you know, I was looking for someone to replace Quinn. So I ended up going on Facebook, and I saw a post from a lady on one of the Facebook groups, and she was selling a whole bunch of stuff, and one of them included a Venetu head, and I was just like, kind of want that. Didn't get that, but wanted that. And then I sort of skipped along, because they do that thing where they like bunched a bunch of like selling stuff together, and I sort of skipped along. I'm like, oh yeah. I saw a Dream of Doll shawl. I was like, I didn't even know that I wanted something so much until I saw it just then. So I messaged the seller, and like when I was messaging the seller, my heart was in my throat. Like I was like, oh, I really want this doll. But the post had been up, I think, for like 19 hours or something. Like, I'm in the UK, they were in the US, time differences and things. Plus that, I think I only actually looked lunchtime that day. Like, it was inevitable. She was gone. I was quietly devastated, but I was like, yeah, you know, ooh, don't fall over, Zeph. Shit happens. Move on. We'll find someone else. And now I know what the sort of aesthetic I'm looking for. The shawl that I saw had like the official face up and like a blonde wig and stuff. And when I actually looked up the official pictures and stuff, I was like, yeah, this is the sort of aesthetic I want. So I was looking around. I could not get this doll out of my head. I was really upset about it, and which is so silly. It's so silly. Obviously not meant to be. Like, move on, you know. But I didn't. So I think I like went through this for about 2 days looking for someone else. Yeah, looking for someone else to replace this shawl that I had lost. And at the end of the day, I think it was the first day. Oh, I can't remember exactly when it was, but yeah, I'd had enough basically. So I got into bed that night and I was like, I'm gonna post a want to buy. I've never posted a want to buy before. Like, I'm too nervous. I don't want to, you know, I don't know. I find it really off-putting. So I did. I put one up. I put one up on Instagram and I put one up on Den of Angels. And literally the next morning I woke up and I was sitting downstairs with my kids. We were doing like the normal morning routine thing, and I got a message out of the blue on Instagram, and I was like, oh, I wonder who this is, thinking that it might have been one of the friends that I speak to on there. It wasn't. It was a lady saying, hi, I actually have a Dream of Doll shawl for you if you are interested. She doesn't come with the official face up or anything, but you know, she comes with a face up that I've done, but she's available if you want her. And I was like, yes. Like, oh, it was amazing. The seller sent me these pictures and she was so pretty. Like, oh, she was so pretty. Like, I actually really love the face up. It's so subtle and cute, and it's exactly the sort of thing that I was going for. I might change it in the future, but for now she's absolutely perfect, you know. And the body was fine, she was fine, joints were fine, everything, like nothing was broken. She had a slight stain like on her head from wig caps, but like, you know, it was so slight. I could probably even remove it with a magic sponge, but I'm not gonna, because you can't see it under the hair. Like, oh my god. So yes, I was like, yes, I'd like to buy her, please. So yeah, I bought her, and she came. I did actually film a box opening for her, but that box opening for some reason has like tilted to the side and I can't untilt it. So if anybody knows how to do that, please let me know, because I don't know why my phone did that. Yes, so in my search for shawl, I went on like a DOD Binge Fest. I was like, apparently I want DOD sculpts. So that's where this chap came from. He's another Instagram purchase. I purchased him online a little while ago. He actually flew through the US. He was here in like 7 days. No, maybe even less than that, maybe 6 days. He was like amazing. But yeah, this is my Dream of Doll Camille. His name is Felix. I put him next to Caleb in the hopes that they would sort of get on, but I don't think they actually are at all. So, you know, you know, that's the thing. But carry on. Yes. So yeah, I've got a Dream of Doll Camille shawl, and then I did also unfortunately I also found I actually found a homme du can on Den of Angels. He was like really expensive, and his body, well, he's got a missing finger, but like they've got the finger and they've sent me the finger, but I have to do this. He's going to be a project thing, you know, because he's pretty, needs cleaning, he needs a bit of work. But yeah, he's so I've got a homme du can. Yeah, that was the thing as well. Like, he'd been there a while, and the pictures had done that thing that DOA does where they was like little X's, but because I was looking for the Dream of Doll tag thingy, I was like, click no. And then I messaged the seller like, this guy's probably gone, but I want him. Do you still have him? And they were like, yeah, I do actually. And I was like, oh really? It casually sells everything I've ever owned. Like, my room at the moment is just like junk from box openings and dolls. Yeah, so that happened. And then of course, like literally I think the same day on Facebook there was a post for a Dream of Doll Shah. So I purchased him as well because he was actually super cheap, which I was super excited about. So yes, he was shipped out 1 billion years ago and has disappeared into the ether, but I'm sure he'll turn up. He better turn up or I'm gonna be pissed. Yeah, so that's my insane Dream of Doll explosion binge. I don't even know, like, I'm a terrible human being, basically. It's a thing. It's a thing. But yeah, Dream of Doll. There are more that I want, and if they popped up, I would buy them, like, in an instant. I really want a Dream of Doll Luke. I've never seen one of those for sale, so, you know. And I really want a Dream of Doll. I think she's called Thalia or Thala, but she's not as important. I would really like the Luke. Oh, or like a tan Dream of Doll. Anyway, yes, the Dream of Doll dream is real. it doesn't end there, you guys. This epic tale of what the feckery, because the seller that sold me Kameen was selling a bunch of other stuff as well. And I was like having a little look through because I really liked the aesthetic that they had. And I happened to see that they had a Soom deer for sale in tan skin. So, yeah, you can imagine. Like, okay, what happened, you guys, was that I had Ducan, and I was like, I really want to put Ducan on my new April story body, which I got. But his head is meant for a like 60 centimeter. He's DOT, Dream of Teen. And I was like, nah, the aesthetic is not good. He looks like a bobblehead on top of the neck and stuff. In fact, it was this body right here that Caleb's currently, I don't know what he's doing. So yeah, my so I stuck the Homme Ducan on my Dolmore Theo body while I've got Caleb on the April story body, because Caleb is the only head that has the jaw to like really use, like to really work with the April story big Adam's apple neck thing, I think. I don't know, I'm iffing and budding about it. I keep looking at him and being all like, you're too tall, but I also really like this body aesthetic for you. Growth spurt for Caleb. I don't know. Hashtag growth spurt for Caleb. Yeah, so I've forgotten where I was at because yay, COVID brain. Oh yeah. So I put Ducan on the Dolmore Theo body and he looked like super cute, like super small, super cute. And I was like, do you know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of Hisoka Kurosaki from Yami no Matsui. Has anybody seen that? I mean, like, it's super ancient and like it is like the poster child for unhealthy relationships, but I freaking love that show. I really do. And the manga, the whole thing, it's one of the mangas that I actually pursued, and I actually have the whole set of the manga, and I only have Sayuki and just like Yami no Matsui. Those are the two sets that I wanted. I mean, like, you know, in an ideal world I'd have all of Dragon Ball Z as well, but that's like whatever. So yeah, and then I was like, well, if I've got Hisoka, then I kind of need a Suzuki. And I was looking at this Soom deer, like, it would be really cool to have like a Homme Ducan and a freaking Soom deer as like a power couple, because like the Soom deer is on the 65 body, the height difference would be god tier, like, oh my gosh. And then I was like, well, you know, it's okay, I don't have to do this, even though the aesthetic had already planted itself firmly in my brain forever, because, you know, I don't want to like get them together and find out that the Ducan has like the bigger eyes and like the proportions are all out of whack. Kind of like these two. I think the proportions for these two are like super out of whack. But then, you know, what do I know? Yeah, but then I did a thing where I was like, right, I'll copy the exact picture of the Soom deer, like the one that I am considering purchasing at this stage. I stuck it on paint, and then I took a picture of Ducan, and I stuck that picture next to them, and oh my gosh, the magic. I could feel the sparks through the screen. I was like, oh no. Oh no. This was supposed to deter me from buying another doll. Like, when yeah. And it didn't. It didn't. It just didn't. So yeah, I have a Soom deer in tan skin also on the way. His name is Dashiel. He has like a full name and stuff. Like, I'm still trying to work out who Ducan is, because I wanted to call Ducan Tibble, but that was when he was going to be a different type of character. But then he got here and he was like soft boy TM. He wasn't this like moody little thing that I thought he was going to be. He was like, he was a moody little thing. I know what I'm saying. Basically, I wanted him to be like this badass kick-ass guy, kind of like a little mini version of Caleb, like full of anger and rage and punk rock aesthetic, etc. And he got here and he was like, nah, mate, I am troubled and I am acerbic, but I'm more Hisoka Kurosaki, you know, like I'm just like acerbic and standoffish because I want to protect my soft inner shell. I was like, oh, okay. So now I needed like somebody who was super sexy to be like his other half, but also like had that Suzuki vibe, you know, that kind of like, if you've watched the show, Suzuki is kind of like, he wants to help everybody. He's like a walking bleeding heart. And if he can't help them, he like takes it personally and stuff. And I really wanted that kind of character, that kind of super empathetic character. And I was like, it could be the Soom deer. He's got that kind of like cute derpy like mouth thing going on. So yeah, that's my updates. Big updates. Am I right? I know. I think at this stage I need freaking therapy to stop buying dolls. But you know, ain't hurting no one, so it don't matter. Yeah. I don't think there's anything else I want to let you guys know about. I'll see about putting up the box opening for the Dream of Dolls shawl, because yeah, the sideways thing. I don't even know. Yeah. If you like this content, click the like button and subscribe for more. I will be trying to update more regularly now that I am over the horror. Yeah. And we'll see how I go forward with my projects. Oh, I almost forgot. Before I do go, I also bought some tickets for the UK BJD con. Yay! There's actually one happening in the UK. I am so excited. Like, it's not even this year, it's next year, next October at that. But I figure it'll give me enough time to like save up, because I'm probably going to be coming home with a doll knowing my purchase record. I mean, Lutz is going to be there. And if Lutz has any tan males in SD size, I'm in trouble, yo, you know? Yeah, I did want to talk about that as well, but I'm at like 16 minutes. So yes, I am actually going to go now. Have a lovely rest of the day, and I shall see you next time. Bye, bye, bye.